Alright everyone, welcome back to Robbie's Digital Adventures. This is my current factory. This currently isn't meeting my standards for how I would like to produce both rotors and smart plates. Well, rotors, reinforced plates, and then finally smart plates in the corner. We're doing some rebuilding here. We're going to tear some stuff apart and get it to where it should be. Because I really want to have a functional factory. We're gonna get it to what it is. We're gonna get it to what it is now. To the brand new factory here. So this is a new factory. Well, the second floor of the new factory. If you want to continue to see the journey through this walkthrough of what the new factory looks like, you can skip here to this time code that I've got listed inside the description. Or you can also just stick around and watch as I walk you through the process that it took for me to get to this new upgraded factory. How tedious it is to just take and tear everything apart. That's honestly the tedious part. Okay. Now to rebuild this. Where's my truck? Where's my truck? That's right, this is going to be taking iron in and just dripping it out. Going to 3. It's going to 4. Okay. And then those are coming from over there. One step at a time. This will instead produce copper things at this small little warehouse. Because why not? So let's do this. And that way I can route them over here. Okay, so the thought process is going to be to turn these, or at least get them to spiral over and send the iron that way, rather than through this, so I can have this I can have this spot back for more of the base. General thought. I can go from there to the bottom one. I can go from that one to there. So now they're both bringing over here. There. And go from there. There. I can place this there and there. From there to there. And I can stack another one on top of there. Like that for the coal. interruption to that flow, and then I can take this one and place it onto this. And then I can run this little gorgeous beauty. Oh. Now that, guess I'm going to run the iron there. Ramps. Ramps. Come on, load cargo. There's nothing in storage. Huh. Come on. Do I need to just activate both truck stations for them to be able to go there? Is that what the point? Is that what the problem is? Load settings here. Oh yeah, the other one needs to be set to on. Alright, what do I need? Figured it out. I didn't have the truck station powered. The one that I was working on. Ta-da! Okay, now that that truck stop is good to go. Fuel. Loading up with tons of iron. I can get 2 of those trucks going, which is good. Okay, so this is where the power plant, the coal power is going to come. Coal's way over there. The water pond's over there. What do I need for the miner? The mini miner. And what do I need for the water? 10 rotors. I thought I had all these set. Alright, so that's all iron. So now that that's all going. I have 19 rotors left. I have 5 coal power plants here now. And they're all lined up. Okay, so now they're all lined up. So Okay, that's there. Okay, all the fluid buffers are now set up and established, so that if I have hiccups with fluid, I've got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! Ta-da! And then that is for coal. Okay, so now I can't fit that many constructors in here. But I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. Drop them into 1. I have this much room to work with here, that there, that. Okay, so now those are going to feed all of these. Okay, coal power plants are now running. So now that is going to produce just reinforced plates. Okay, so now that's going to bring those over here. So here on the second factory, this new 2.0 version, after I'd already moved it once, I wanted to be able to actually have everything being developed at the same time, and being able to have everything being put together at substantial rates, not slow and steady wins the race like it was. Because I've got smart plates, the versatile frameworks, and then the new node that I'm working on, the automated wiring. I'm working on that piece next. And now the last factory made like 20 some rotors a minute. I've already amassed 200 and 350, and I've got 3 rotor assemblies here being taken care of right now. I also have 3 modular framework assemblers over here being fed by a couple of these rod inputs as well. And these are going along the back wall through mergers into this one container that's giving me modular frames. They're pulling from the other side of the factory, well, the second floor of the factory, all of these reinforced iron plates. All just along a simple conveyor belt from this storage container right here. And this storage container is what's holding all of these that are coming out of these 3 reinforced iron plate creators as well. Now what I need to do is I need to actually turn this, I need to actually stop this. I need a backlog of reinforced plates right now. I'm also working on a second independent addition to this. Well, not really independent, but a second addition to the factory that's going to be on this side of the wall. It's going to make more reinforced plates because I'm realizing how many I need. And then all that is both of the rotors and the reinforced plates assemblies are fed by a couple main lines of plates and screws that are coming in, and I'm using the conveyor lifter trick to go over the conveyor belt and keep this fed at a substantial rate. And all this comes from these inputs that are coming right out of the grounds or the conveyor holes. Let's go downstairs. Let's go see what I've got going on downstairs. Don't mind your step and the power outlets. Don't want anyone to get shocked. So before I go all the way down, this is one addition. These 2 inputs don't go anywhere yet, but they will at some point. These inputs as well are being utilized. So this one is a iron rod input. This one's also an iron rod input. Those are screws. Screw one is, so these 2 screw inputs, and all this gets fed through conveyor holes. From what you can see is the beginning of the smelters that are outside on the first floor. Now here, this is the constructor and refining floor. Let's go to the front. I'm not going to show you outside yet, but I've got my 2 miners over here inputting to quite a few smelters right now. I got 3 from one belt and I got 3 from another. And these feed 6 smelters, all with the handy power lined up in between them. But then over here, that was 6 lines. This is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. These are being fed by a truck depot. We're going to look at that in a second. These lines all go into a box there that holds backup storage for in case I need it. If I do end up running low for whatever reason, I have overflow. In that box as well, and they feed into that one room that I just showed you guys. But then over here, we have an input set of 4 constructors that are casting screws. I'm skipping the rods altogether, just going right to casting screws. Then I have 4 inputs over here that are creating rods that are all getting lifted up top. And then I'm having 4 inputs creating plates that are going straight up top as well. So these first 2 constructors are working really hard. Their inputs are getting consumed like crazy. And at the very back of the line, these two constructors aren't working as hard, but they're still working nonetheless. So I have 12 constructors and I have 13 smelters just on this one floor. Plus I have 6 more constructors in that one room in the back. And that's all feeding up top. A heavy improvement from what from what Factory 1.0 was, being it only had like 8 constructors, and I wasn't able to keep up with anything I needed on the second floor. Then I tried to do some aesthetics. I'm still working on the paint job, but this is the slant roof that leads to the second floor up top. This is my truck stop, my truck where I drive around with, and I'm getting iron fed from this box. I have a lot of input iron right now. I have two tractors that are bringing me iron from the old base, which we'll go to in a little while. And then I have coal, which is at the other truck stop. This addition that I'm talking about that I'm going to be adding on is right through this door. I'm going to be adding more smelters and more constructors to add a second batch of reinforced plate constructors or assemblers, because I need more reinforced plates than what I currently have. I don't have enough coming in and out, so that's remedy one there. There's the 2 miners right here that are both mining ore, and then here's what's powering this half of the base. Well, in excess of what I had in the other factory. 5 independent coal furnaces. Well, coal power plants. My coal line that's going to my new truck stop is going to be getting me more iron for when I need it. But this is my coal power plant. 5 of them. Max power. Might have to up the power a little bit with the power shard later, just because I'm going to need that power. And then it runs from all over there, from where the water pond is, and I have 2 water pumps over there. So this is what I've been working on to get 2.0 started. This is just what I call the iron box. This is just going to make the basics with the irons, and I'm going to need to work on the other parts as soon as I get there. But let's go look at what I did to the old factory. Let's go see what I've got there. Now this, for anyone who remembers from the streams, this is base 1.0. Well, it's no longer an iron and a copper base. It's purely just a copper base. Now, concrete's still left over there. My awesome sink is still in the back. And there's a space elevator. That's still handy. And I still have those 2 coal power plants. But now this splits from one line to 1, 2, 3 splitters that feed independent pieces down here. Now all these that used to be making plates and rods and screws and copper goods, well, now they're all just making copper goods. Downstairs I've got wire being made, I've got copper sheets being made, another copper sheet being made. This one is making copper wire, which is going to go into copper cables. This is going to make wire, which goes into cable. This one is making cable, which cable box is probably full. Cable box is full. Yeah, empty that box out. So now the cable box is full. I've got cables, copper plates, copper wires, well, copper sheets. So I'm making something of the copper finally, because I need pipes. I need sheets for pipes. And then my awesome sink back here in the back. There we go. Now it's a full box. And then so I can get to the top of this miner to get that box. Alright, so these 2 miners here are actually currently backed up, and they are feeding this truck stop along with this coal line which is right here, which is where all the ore goes out. Now it's currently full, which that's a good thing and a bad thing. But that is base 2.0. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did stick around and watch how I made base 2.0, any issues that I was going along with or anything that you saw that I could do differently, let me know. Of course, it does help me out if you hit that subscribe button, if you hit that like button. And leave a comment down below what you think I could do better for next time. Here, on this season of Satisfactory. Catch you the next one, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.